Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and today I had planned on making a longer video than what I'm going to give you. As I'm speaking right now, it's Tuesday afternoon. I ended up sleeping in a little bit, which was not my intention, and did not make the cats happy because they got fed breakfast late. But that's the way it goes. My cats stay outside, and they're not really my cats. They're neighborhood cats, but I take care of them. I feed them. You know, and in turn, they make sure I don't have any mice around. They haven't chased off the skunks yet, but we're working on that. So I don't have as much to show as I planned. I did finish, I believe, wrap number 4, but it's still got those stains. And as much as I hate doing it, I might end up having to use the blue LEDs. And I hate doing it because I don't think it's necessarily good for the comic. But then again, this comic is not worth much anyway. I would rather try to find a different way of getting those stains out. But you got to do what you got to do. And I might just leave the stains in. I haven't decided yet. I think that was wrap number 4 I finished. I have number 5 in the... It's been in the humidity chamber for almost 24 hours. So I'm going to have to get it out of there and take care of it pretty soon. What I might do is go ahead and put a second wrap in the humidity chamber. And then just do both of them at once. Or maybe I'll do that one and do the last 2 all at the same time. So yeah, that's the way it goes. I do show the way it turned out. So that's good. Let's watch the video. Okay, what am I doing different this time? I let it, I put it in the humidity chamber overnight, and then I steamed it after that. Right now that temperature is 67.1, so it didn't do that much. And now I'm going to add some hot water. This hot water is 167 degrees. But yeah, I want hot water. This is an experiment. This whole spooky comic is an experiment. Now you notice I did not add any surfactant, just water, and the temperature is going down very quickly. It's down to 137. Yeah. If you don't have one of these, get one. And we'll use our... I only have the one sheet. I haven't put the second Holly text down yet. I will, but I have not yet. And as you can see, we do have... That's not enough water, so I'm going to have to add some more water to it. Before I do that, now that it's soaked for a little bit, now I'm going to spray it. This is Dawn dish soap and water. And then we'll put a second piece of Hollytex on it. That water is slightly warm. What I want to do is turn it so that the stains are in the deep end. And we're going to spray this side down as well. I definitely need to add more water to this. It's just, it's not enough. Alright, I'm heating a little more water in the microwave, so I'm going to pause this. Okay, the water temperature was down to about 100 degrees. I added some 164 degree water. It's now at about 120, which is fine. We'll just go ahead and agitate it. It's a little warm, but 120 degrees. My shower is usually between 115 and 120, so that's not too bad. Okay, we're going to see what we can do about that. Nope, that didn't work. Must be this one. It got when I was doing some rearranging on my desk. Ah, that fixed it. I did some rearranging on my desk, and when I did that, I put the one side up on the wrong side, the one support on the wrong side, and it raised it up slightly, so everything went that way. We're going to let that sit for about 20 minutes, maybe longer, and then we'll come back, pour off the water, take a look, see how nasty it is, pour off the water, and add some calcium hydroxide water. So how long did I leave this in for? I don't know. The ambient room temperature in this room is about 72 degrees, and we got 74 degrees for the water temperature. I think that's good enough. My idea was to let the water sit, or let it sit in the water until the water reached about the same temperature as the room. We're going to agitate it one more time, and then I'm going to tilt it over so you can see how yellow and stained that water is. Pretty good. I'm going to go dump the water, and then we'll do a calcium hydroxide soap. I will rinse out the pan first, of course. I decided to check up on this and see how it's doing. And we're up to 68.9. And the ambient room temperature, (72.6). I think I'm going to let it sit in here a little longer. But we'll do some agitation. No singing, just agitation. Okay, let's see where we're at. We've got 69.8, and we'll just check the wall. 71.9. I have other things I need to do, so I'm going to call that good. Did we get anything out of it? Very lightly discolored water. Not too bad. Let's push this way. And pull it out. And now I need to go get rid of that water so we can finish this. Alright, you missed a couple of things, minor things. I readjusted the Kollecting so that it covered the whole comic, because there was a section up here that wasn't covered. And then I did a very light squeegee just to flatten it out a little bit. Didn't really need to do that. Paper towel time. flip it over. Paper towel time the other side. I like these brawny paper towels for this because they're so thick with 3 plies that they absorb a lot of water, and I don't have to use 2 or 3 or 4 stacks of paper towels. Just 3 segments on each side, so 6 segments. As usual, my blotter paper is in the other room, so let me go get it. Somebody forgot to turn the camera on again. All I did was put the blotter paper on. So we're good now. We can go put this in the press. It is right now 12:50 p.m. So that's pretty close to 1 o'clock. At about 2:30, about an hour and a half, 2:30 to 3 o'clock, depending on what time I get back. Because like I said, I have some errands to run. But I'm going to try to make it back by 2:30, but probably closer to 3. I'll change out the blotter paper for another piece of blotter paper. And as you can see, it's already starting to absorb. And then I'll probably change it one more time. Let's see. We're going to give it 7 hours total. So I will take this off at 8 o'clock tonight, and we'll take a look at it and see how dry it is. Because, yeah, maybe if it isn't, I'll check it at the 7-hour point. If it's not completely dry, then I'll go 8 hours. But, yeah, that's what we're going to do. And we'll be back in about 8 hours. A couple seconds for you, though. So it's a little after 7 p.m. and I'm running a few minutes late, but I figured, you know, I'd go ahead and change the blotter paper one more time, and then, you know, a couple hours from now I'd take it out, right? Comic's dry. The page is dry completely. Again, no real changes on the stains. They're still let's turn it the way it should be. Like, they're basically the same. I have one more thing I want to try. And then maybe I'll try what Professor Peter recommended, and that's to mix up some Gellum gum and put a little bit of Gellum gum on it. Unfortunately, I'll have to get the pages wet again to do that. So we're going to do the next page. I'm going to put it in the humidifier now. And I'll work that out. So that'll be, what, page 5? Yeah, wrap 5. And I'll put that in now, and we'll work on it tomorrow. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to take my piece of blotter paper and put it over my vacuum table. After I wash the comic, and then I'm going to try to suction through the blotter paper. Sounds kind of weird. We'll try that and see if that'll get it out. If it does, then I'll do all the pages. But we'll try that tomorrow, and I'm probably not going to film. Well, I'll film the setup. I'm not going to film the actual when I turn the vacuum on because it's just too loud. And I wear headphones or ear protection so that I can't hear it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this next sheet, this next wrap, wrap number 6. We're getting pretty close to the end here. I'm going to stick that in the humidity chamber because I think putting it in the humidity chamber actually does help, especially since, yeah, just putting it in the humidity chamber would probably help by itself, adding moisture to the paper. So that's what we're going to do. Well, that's it. Not a particularly long video. It took me a long time to do because I was trying something different uh, by putting in heated water and letting it cool down to room temperature, and then putting in cold water and let it come up to room temperature. It didn't work any better than any other way. So what can you do? Uh, Take care, everybody. I'll see you tonight on my live stream, 8 o'clock, Coffee with Chaos. You don't want to miss that. It's should be a pretty good one. Fingers crossed that the equipment that I ordered comes in time for me to set it up and get it working. So we'll see you then. Take care. Do all that YouTube stuff, and bye.